Hello, little explorers. Snuggle in, take a deep breath, and let's begin tonight's adventure. Our story is called The Lantern of Little Meadow. Once upon a time, in a small village nestled between soft green hills and a winding silver river, lived a little girl named Elana. Elana had hair the color of honey and eyes as round and curious as the full moon. She was not the kind of child who ran loudly through the fields or splashed in puddles until her clothes were soaked. No, Elana loved quiet things. She loved watching the clouds drift like lazy ships across the sky, or listening to the soft patter of rain on her window. Most of all, Elana loved the lantern. It wasn't just any lantern, it was her grandmother's lantern. Its glass was round and smooth, and when lit, it glowed with the warmest, coziest light you could imagine. Every evening, her grandmother would say, "Light guides us home, Elana. And light reminds us that even in the darkest places, something bright and kind can always be found." Elana believed this. One cool spring night, her grandmother gave her the lantern to care for. Elana held it carefully in her little hands and promised she would always keep it safe. But that very night, as she drifted into sleep, something curious happened. A gentle rustle came from her window, and a voice, soft as the rustling of leaves, whispered, "Lantern keeper, come with me." Elana opened her eyes and gasped. At her window stood a small, silvery rabbit with ears like long ribbons. Its fur shimmered faintly in the moonlight. "Don't be afraid," said the rabbit kindly. "The lantern belongs to you now, and the forest needs your help." "The forest?" Elana asked, clutching the glowing lantern to her chest. "Yes," said the rabbit. "The stars have lost their way tonight. Without their light, many creatures are frightened and cannot sleep. The lantern you hold has the power to guide them back to the sky." Elana blinked. It sounded impossible, but something in the rabbit's calm eyes made her believe. She slid out of bed, still in her soft nightgown, and followed the silvery rabbit out the window. And just like that, she was in the meadow. The grass brushed against her ankles, cool and damp with dew. Fireflies flickered like tiny candles. The rabbit hopped ahead, leading her into the quiet forest. As they walked, Elana saw animals gathering under the dark canopy. Usually, stars sprinkled the sky like glittering sugar, but tonight the heavens were empty and black. The animals looked worried. A wise old owl fluttered down and bowed to Elana. "You carry the lantern of Little Meadow," said the owl in a deep, steady voice. "It will glow brighter as you listen and learn. Each friend you meet tonight has a lesson to share. Collect the light of their wisdom, and when your lantern is full, the stars will find their way home." Elana nodded, her heart warm with courage. She raised the lantern, and its gentle glow spread across the animals like a comforting blanket. The silvery rabbit turned back to her. "First, learn from me," it said softly. "Rabbits know the gift of stillness. When danger is near, we pause, breathe, and listen. Stillness is strength." Elana copied the rabbit. She stood still, closed her eyes, and listened. She heard the rustle of leaves, the chirp of crickets, the whisper of wind. She breathed in and out, slow and steady. When she opened her eyes, the lantern glowed a little brighter. A sleek red fox appeared next, padding gracefully from the trees. Its amber eyes sparkled. "Elana," said the fox, "foxes survive because we are curious. We sniff, we explore, we ask questions. Curiosity turns the unknown into something we can understand. Do not fear questions, embrace them." The fox nosed at a fallen log, then looked back at her. Elana crouched, peered into the log, and found beetles scurrying inside. She had never noticed such tiny creatures before. The lantern glowed brighter still. A soft-footed deer stepped out of the shadows. Its eyes were deep and kind, like pools of water. "Strength does not always roar," said the deer. "Gentleness is powerful, too. When we move carefully and treat others kindly, we keep peace alive." The deer bent down and nuzzled Elana's hand. She stroked its velvety nose gently, and her heart filled with warmth. The lantern shimmered like golden honey. From the bushes came a tiny hedgehog, bristling with quills. It waddled toward her proudly. "I may be small," squeaked the hedgehog, "but I know how to protect myself. Every creature must learn balance, when to open up, and when to curl tight and safe." Elana crouched to watch as the hedgehog rolled into a neat little ball. She laughed softly. Even the smallest can be strong. The lantern glowed brighter, its light stretching higher into the branches. Suddenly, the hush of the forest filled with music. A nightingale landed on a branch, its feathers shimmering. It sang a melody so sweet and pure that Elana's eyes filled with tears. "My song is my gift," said the nightingale. "When the night is heavy, I sing to remind others that beauty still exists. Your voice, too, can bring comfort." Elana hummed softly, joining the bird song. Though shy at first, her voice grew steady. The animals listened with peaceful smiles. The lantern flared with silver light. At last, a great bear lumbered forward. Its steps were heavy but gentle. It yawned a cavernous yawn and blinked sleepily. "Little one," rumbled the bear, "even the strongest need rest. Night is the time for slowing down, for healing, for dreams. To rest is not weakness, it is wisdom." Elana nodded, realizing how tired she felt. She had been learning so much, but now her eyelids were heavy. She hugged the lantern close. The bear smiled and lay down, curling into sleep. The lantern, now bursting with all the lessons of her animal friends, glowed so brightly it cast rays of light into the dark sky. Elana tilted her lantern upward. Its golden light streamed higher and higher until, at last, the stars reappeared, one by one. They twinkled and shimmered, filling the sky with their familiar glow. The animals sighed with relief. The forest seemed to breathe again. The owl swooped down once more. "Well done, Lantern Keeper," it said. "You listened. You learned. You brought back the stars." Elana felt warmth deep inside her chest, brighter than even the lantern's glow. She bowed her head gratefully. The silvery rabbit hopped up beside her. "It is time to return, little one. Your lantern will always shine when you need guidance. And remember, light is not just in the sky. It is inside you, too." Elana closed her eyes, and the world shifted. She awoke in her cozy bed, the lantern still glowing softly on her nightstand. The stars twinkled peacefully outside her window. Elana snuggled beneath her blanket, her eyelids growing heavy. She thought of the rabbit's stillness, the fox's curiosity, the deer's gentleness, the hedgehog's protection, the nightingale's song, and the bear's rest. The lantern dimmed to a soft, warm glow, just enough to keep her safe through the night. And with a deep, contented sigh, Elana drifted into dreams, carrying the light of her animal friends with her. The end. Good night, little explorer. Sleep well. We'll go on another adventure soon. Until then.